we all feel that we have free will. That's the word, right? Free will. Bchira chofshit. Do every person has free will? Yeah? You feel everyone has... Huh?
For one thing, not completely.
Oh, he's saying good stuff. Not completely. If a person, let's say, I'll give you an example. If a person would like to make a bomb, a nuclear bomb, it could destroy the whole
World.
The whole world, yeah. And he has the ability, meaning he's working in America, that in place. He could build one. He could also blow it up, or not. He's there by himself. He could press the button and can do it. He could do it or not. He or can't do it. No.
He can want to do it.
He could want, but he could do it or not do it.
He could do it.
He could do it. David could say he could do it.
Yeah.
No, he can't do it.
If Hashem will help him.
He can't do it. No way. And Hashem won't help him. Why? How do I know that? It will never happen. How do I know that? Because Hashem said that He's going to bring Mashiach, and He's going to be Goel Klal Yisrael. So no one's going to ruin Hashem's plans. It will never happen. No one could ruin Hashem's plans.
But one nuclear bomb is not going to ruin the
No,
world.
I'm saying, imagine a person could build a nuclear bomb. It could blow up the whole Earth.
Right, it is the capability for enough
Yeah,
group
let's say
of people to get together to potentially do that.
you could do something like that. It could happen. Yeah, why not? Okay, so he makes 50 bombs and he puts them all around the world. Okay, and he could press the button.
It's
Let's
not
think
one
about
person; it's a group of
And
people.
it would
Yeah.
never happen.
What?
It would never happen.
Why it would never happen?
Because it would be found out and it wouldn't happen.
So
Because-
even I'm saying,
Because Hashem says, when
Oh.
one camp gets destroyed, the other is built
that's
up.
the answer. So that's right. That's the answer. So meaning you don't really have free will to do whatever you want. You can't do whatever. If it's going against what Hashem's plan, it will never go. You'll never.
He had the choice to press a button, but Hashem will cause it will malfunction or something will go wrong. But he pressed the button. He has the free choice to press the button. The outcome, what happens, that's in Hashem's hands. But he made the choice of pressing the button. Nothing can take that away from him. He can choose to press that button
sure.
with the intention of doing it.
Right.
But Hashem will
He
say,
won't
no,
succeed.
I'm going to now make it
Right.
malfunction. So yes, there is
100%.
There is 100% bechira.
You're right. But no. But the
You
Bechira
can't
is
take that away from a person.
right. So a person could do that, but you have to know that even that is not 100% right. It's true. I'm asking with you. Don't think I'm not. I agree with you. And Hashem won't take away from him. There's no reason to take away from him the ability to press the button, but he's going to stop the bomb from flying or whatever.
That's out of his head.
Okay. What I'm saying?
He pressed the button.
Right, but Hashem also could stop the person from pressing the button if he wants.
Where is the concept that if you're going in the direction of mitzvahs, Hashem assists you in that process, and if you're going in the opposite direction, Hashem allows that to happen too, to be a Rasha.
So I didn't get the question. So what's the question?
Kol
Yeah, but I want to understand what's the question.
If a person, we're often told that if a person makes this determined to move forward with mitzvot, right, Hashem will
Help him out.
support that.
Help him out, yeah.
And then the question is, what happens if he decides, it didn't work out, I'm going for a bacon cheeseburger, right? Will Hashem cause McDonald's to close? No. Hashem will allow him to do that.
Right.
Right. That's not in God's plan that a Jew should be eating bacon cheeseburgers.
His plan is to let the person to choose by himself what to do about mitzvahs and averos. Sins.
Exactly.
What? You're right. That's in but in Balitome, the Gemara is poshinlo, meaning they don't stop him. Poshinlo means they let him to do it, but they don't nisayin also. They don't.
God advises us to choose life, but in fact, He permits us to do He permits us to do otherwise.
It's a bechira.
Right, but He wants you to have a struggle, and then that's how you get your schar, the reward after 120. Meaning you're supposed to have
Or punishment. Scarv Onish.
Right. Meaning, but the thing is like this. You have to understand something very, very important. It's kasher to Ra, to evil. Ra is evil. Yeah, something very, very, very fundamental. We'll speak about it also in the continuation. Ra is not Ra, meaning the evil is not evil. Ra is not Ra, meaning Eitz Adas Tovar. When Adam Arishon had the eitz there, the tree, yeah. So it's not Ra be'etzem, meaning it's not evil. How do you say be'etzem? I don't know.
Essentially.
Essentially, it's not. Why? Roseanne have a different word. He made a face. So.
He didn't like my translation.
So why? Because Hashem wants a person to have a struggle. To make a person to get a reward, he has to have a struggle between the evil and the good. Right? Mitzvahs and Averos. So the Avera is there in two aspects. One aspect to make the opportunity that you will have a struggle. And from that aspect Ra is called Tov Me'od. It's a very good thing because that makes the opportunity you could have a struggle. So the Ra is something very, very good. Because without that, you would never have a struggle. So we really need the Ra. But Hashem doesn't want you to touch the Ra. You understand what I'm trying to say? The Ra is something very, very, very good. We need it so you'll have a struggle between the good and the bad. If there's no Ra there, there's no evil there, so you won't have no struggle. And then you won't get a reward.
Freedom of choice is choice.
Yeah, so you have to have the Ra there. So the Ra is something very, very good. But it's only good when you don't touch it. You don't get involved with the Ra, with the evil. The second you get involved with the Ra, with the evil, then you mess everything up. But Hashem gives you the option to do evil, and you can do evil. And because then you'll have then you can get the schar or the owners, like you said, the good or the punishment. So we need the Ra, and Hashem has to bring us the free will for that, not for everything in the world. Let's say Chazal, the Rishonim, and let's say we'll talk about the Gra, because he said Velocians. We'll speak about the Gra. The Gra holds. And I don't think the Baltanas disagrees with him. I don't think none in the Olam, I don't think no one disagrees with him from after the girl said that and all the way till today. And that's written also in the Rishonim. But no, a Baal Bechira, meaning a person that has free will, can't do something to another person that has free will. Meaning, Ruvain can hit Shimon if Hashem doesn't want Shimon. Meaning, they didn't say in Shemayim. No, there's Orach Chaim. It sounds that you could do whatever you want to do, even if you don't want to. But Lemaisa, we hold like the Gra, and the Chofetz Chaim writes like that. A person can do what? There's a vikuach of what the Ramban holds, and there's a Rabbeinu Chanal, and it sounds like maybe like the Orach Chaim, and they bring it the Ramban and other couple hold like the Gra. The Baal Bechira can't. Baal Bechira mean a person that has free will can't hurt someone else with free will. Only if from Shemayim they said they could hit him. Meaning Reuven could chase Shimon, but he's going to slip. Reuven can hit Shimon. If Shimon is not. They didn't say in Shemayim he's supposed to get hit, so he won't get hit. Nakuda. No one can touch him. No one in the world. So we don't have free will to do anything that we want to do, but we have free will to choose if we want to do mitzvahs or we want to do averos. That's what we choose. There's another place that we could see we don't have free will. I'll bring you. And there, Hashem is the only one that's going to be. He's the one that's going to choose. Is when you go to Rami Levi. Listen carefully. You go to Rami Levi, and you stand there. You want ketchup, Heinz ketchup. How it's called Heinz ketchup.
Yeah.
What?
Heinz ketchup. Mitbalak.
Video. Yeah. Now you're standing there. Listen carefully. You're standing there on the row, and you have like 12 like this, and 5 going in. Right? Now, what ketchup? They're the same day. How do you say tarikh? Same date, right? There's no difference at all. To pick the third one or the fourth one from this side, from that side, do you have free will what to pick? David, no. Shoot.
Yes.
No. That's the answer. You said yes, and I say no. Free will means. Bechira means that the will means that you have a interest in that one more than that one. There's a difference between that one and that one. Then you say, I'm not going to do this one, I'll do that. this or that. If they're the same exact, so there's no meaning to what you choose. It's like, how you say stam. How you say stam? Stam. That's the word in English, no? It says no. Yeah, there's no meaning to what you choose. There's nothing to do with what you choose. There's nothing to do with it. So Lamaisa, so what makes you to choose? That's what Ramchal says. What makes you choose the third one or the fourth one from that side? From that side is Hashem. Every time you don't have data or a reason to choose one of the ways that you choose, the one that put his hand there is Hashem.
What if you just walk by and pick one?
That's what I'm saying.
Without thinking
Hashem's gonna
about
make in your head. There's no
Without
difference.
saying, I want this one that's
Biduk. So
inside.
Hashem's gonna. That's what I'm saying. So because you feel there's something to do. So whatever my hand hits first, and that's what Hashem wants him to do. You'll hit the one first, and then maybe you come home and that's already and that's true. Whatever. There's a hole in the bottom. I don't know what. Meaning, there's no really meaning to what you're choosing, and that's why there's no meaning to what you choose because there's no bemet. What's the difference? So there Hashem's going to put his hand in. That's what the Ramchal says. That's why a lot of times people do things they don't really have, and then it comes out from what they did, all different other things. Why that came out? Because Hashem wants to move the world in that way. That's what. So there's a lot of things that you can't know. What's the difference? I want to go through that way or that way, this, that, or do this. There's no. You don't have no data to choose what to do that or that. So you just go with what you feel. The thing that makes you what you feel. A lot of times, not a lot of times, the Lashon Rachel sounds as Hashem. He's the one who puts his hand there. So then you don't have your free will there anymore. You feel you're doing what you want to do, but there's no really meaning to what you're doing. You understand what I'm saying? You feel, yeah?
Where do you draw the line between?
When you have data,
Because somebody still is reaching and grabbing a bottle of ketchup out of 30 ketchups.
Right.
Is this, the guy that's not even thinking at all, fine, maybe, but anybody that thinks a little bit more, let me take one from the back because they stack it, the newer ones in the front.
Oh, so I said they're all the same date. It's true. It's true. If you want a new one and you want the old one, so you have data. There's old ones, there's new ones. I want a new one because new ones are less. You understand that? That's you already have a difference.
There is already
Video.
a conscious decision. As soon as he makes that conscious decision.
Video. If there is a kind of a data there and you could calculate it by yourself, so then you have your own free will. If not, you don't have your free will. But now we have to do all our mitzvahs with free will. And now we have to speak about free will, how to be mekayim the mitzvahs. Like we spoke about mitzvahs. We said it. Every mitzvah, as I said, the oraisa we do makes a person get schar in olam haba. But we said we saw in the Mishnah Berurah, you only get schar, good schar, if you're mechaven, if you think about it and you do it on purpose. That's called mechaven. And you have to know the mitzvahs. That's why we bring the list of the mitzvahs last week. And then if you choose, I want to do it, and we have to have a special thought. When you do the mitzvah, that multiplies the schar. That's called bechira, but we have to speak about. We don't have enough time. I don't think I have to run out in 2 minutes, so I won't get to it. I just want to talk about a different point. What I want to say, I forgot already. But next time we'll speak about that. We'll speak about what you're supposed to think when you're doing the mitzvah. What kind of bechira you're supposed to do, because we have to relate our mitzvahs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You can't choose what's a mitzvah. Why we can't choose what's a mitzvah? Because the mitzvahs come from Hashem. It's like a fruit on a tree. The fruit can't decide on what tree is going to grow. Right? Fruit don't choose. Like a son can't choose where he comes, who's going to be his father or mother. His father and mother choose him to happen, or the same thing with the fruit. So we're banim atem Hashem Elokechem. We're sons of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So it also comes the same way. We can't choose what's called a mitzvah. Mitzvah is something that connects me to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Hashem is the one that makes the connection between me and Him. So He's the one that's going to choose what's called a mitzvah, what's not called a mitzvah. That's why I have to be mechaven like what He wants me to do, because it comes from His side, not from my side. Meaning, I could be a very nice person, and if I don't do it because Hashem was demanded, so there's no. That's why I told you that last week. If a person could stop on the cross, how you call it, ma'aval chatzaya, crosswalk, and he does it because that's what it says in the law, so he doesn't get no mitzvah for it, because he does it because that's what the law says, or because one says he wasn't be nice, but if he does it because you do chesed, because Hashem wants a person to do chesed, then it becomes You connect the action that you did to what Hashem was commanded, and then it goes back, and you get your reward. Okay, we'll stop here and we'll continue next time in this the topic. Okay, all good. Bye bye.